Imagine an island, lonely, jagged, rising from the fog like a stone fist in the middle of San Francisco Bay. The wind howls, the water churns with icy currents, and the walls, oh. The walls tell stories. Stories of war, of madness, of men who dared to dream of escape. This is Alcatraz. And now, after 6 decades of silence, it might roar back to life. The birth of a monster. Long before Alcatraz was America's most feared prison, it was a fortress. The Spanish named it La Isla de los Alcatraces, Island of the Pelicans. But by the 1850s, the U.S. Army saw something darker, the perfect spot for cannons, a shield against enemies. They built walls, they dug tunnels, they armed it to the teeth. But war never came. Instead, the island found a new purpose: holding prisoners. First, Confederate soldiers. Then, Native Americans who refused to bow to the government. By 1909, the Army tore down the old fort and forced convicts to build a new prison with their own hands. A prison that would one day become the Rock. The era of the untouchables. America was drowning in crime. Gangsters, bank robbers, killers. The government needed a message, a place so terrifying that even the hardest criminals would tremble. Alcatraz was that message. Maximum security, minimum privilege, they called it. You got food, a cell, and a blanket. Everything else? You had to earn it. This was where they sent the worst of the worst. Al Capone, the tax-cheating kingpin. Machine Gun, Kelly, the grinning kidnapper. Robert Stroud, the Birdman, who studied canaries in Leavenworth but wasn't allowed a single feather in Alcatraz. The rules were simple: obey or break, and many broke. Over 29 years, 36 men tried to escape in 14 desperate attempts. Some were shot dead on the spot, others vanished into the bay, swallowed by the currents. And the most famous one was Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, who crafted dummy heads from soap, tunneled through vents, and paddled away on a raft made of raincoats. Did they make it? No one knows. The FBI says they drowned, but some swear they're still out there, laughing at the legends. So yeah. By 1963, Alcatraz was dying. The salt air ate at the walls. The pipes rusted. Every drop of water, every scrap of food had to be hauled in by boat, costing 3 times more than any other prison. The government shut it down, shipped the last convicts away, and left the island to the ghosts. For a while, Native American activists took it over, claiming it as stolen land. Then, in 1972, it became a tourist attraction. 1 million visitors a year came to stare at the cells, to whisper about escape, to wonder, could anyone really survive this place? What do you think? Now, in 2025, the ghosts might get new roommates. President Trump just dropped a bombshell: rebuild and open Alcatraz. He wants it bigger, meaner, ready to lock up America's most ruthless and violent offenders. A symbol of law and order. A warning. Critics laugh like it's a crumbling ruin, a national park. But Trump doesn't care. He's got a vision. A place where the worst criminals go, far from the streets, where the cold water and the high walls do what they've always done: keep men in and hope out. The legend isn't over. So here we are. The Rock, silent for 62 years, might wake up again. Will they rebuild it? Will men once again pace those tiny cells, staring at the lights of San Francisco, just out of reach? Or will the island stay a museum, a monument to the past? One thing's for sure: Alcatraz never dies. It waits. And now, it's waiting for its next chapter. So what do you think, guys? Should Alcatraz rise again as America's ultimate prison, or should its dark doors stay closed forever? Drop your answer below. Open the Rock, or leave it dead, and let's see who wins this battle.